So when we got the grant, I was pretty confident that we needed to raise up a next generation of leaders. So years ago, I heard somebody say, the church is one generation away from extinction. If we don't overly invest in the next generation, and particularly in developing next generation leaders to pastor our churches, to run our camps, to be a part of our children's home, and all the great and awesome ministries that we have, that old saying could come true for us as Methodists here in the state of Florida. And so the grant just became an opportunity for us to really accelerate that process. The first thing we wanted to do was invite this group of leaders who are primarily involved in children's, student, young adult, and worship ministries to attend the Orange Conference in Atlanta. 11 of them were 35 years and under to be a part of that. And then out of that, we're rolling out this fall an incubator where they can further their leadership development.
We applied for the foundation's grant because as the smallest Wesley foundation in Florida, it can be really hard for us to start new projects and programs. And what we were able to use that for is all the equipment and program supplies we needed to get started. And what we do here on evenings on the campus is open up our space with great study space for groups, lots of supplies to help them study.
I had no intentions of being part of a ministry when I first came to Stetson, and then I was introduced to Wesley's free dinners, and I started coming around for that. And it was more as a community than anything that I felt comfortable with, and then from there I started coming to the Bible studies, and I became a member of the Wesley Foundation my freshman year.
For many of them, if they haven't had great experiences with religion growing up, or haven't had any, this is a significant way to get them to buy into a life of faith, spiritual pursuit, prior to any sort of hard and fast denominational affiliation, but it's creating that relationship in the first place.
YMI's mission is to train and equip youth ministers to be skilled and effective leaders. The average youth minister stays at a church 18 to 24 months. And if they are with YMI, with the support and training that we get to offer them, 80% of them stay at their church over 5 years. Turnover rate is hard for students. It's harmful for churches. It's hard on families and students when there's a revolving door of youth ministers, because building trust and relational ministry is pivotal to have a successful youth ministry. Many of them, 1 in 4 youth ministers, have not been formally trained to work in youth ministry. And so what we get to do is give them that training, give them that support, which allows them to grow in their confidence to be able to do all the tasks that they are asked to do to be able to minister to students.
We're really grateful that we were able to participate in the Florida United Methodist Foundation's Future Generations Fund.